The sea gives, and the sea takes away. But once in a while, it gives something back. Imagine a city so grand, so vibrant, it rivaled Alexandria itself. A city of gold, temples, gods, and betrayals, it vanished without a trace. For over 2 millennia, it was written off as a myth. Until one day, divers stumbled upon something in the murky waters off Egypt's coast, a colossal statue face, staring back from the deep. This is the true story of Thonis Heracleonthe, city that sank beneath the sea and was forgotten for 2,000 years. Long before Cairo, long before even the pyramids became tourist attractions, there stood a city at the mouth of the Nile Delta. Ancient texts spoke of it in passing, a vital trading hub, a port of gods. Its Egyptian name? Thonis, but to the Greeks, it was Heracleion, named after their mighty demigod Hercules, who, according to legend, once set foot there. This wasn't just any city. It was the gateway to Egypt, the final checkpoint for every foreign ship entering the country. Taxes were collected here. Ceremonies were performed. Pharaohs, merchants, and generals alike walked its harbors. And when you entered Egypt by sea, you entered through Thonis Heracleion. But then, it vanished. For centuries, scholars argued, was Thonis Heracleion even real? Ancient Greek historians like Herodotus and Diodorus Siculus mentioned it, but its exact location? A mystery. No trace remained on land. And so, it became just another myth, lumped in with Atlantis or El Dorado. What could cause an entire city, an entire civilization to simply disappear? Some blamed earthquakes. Others thought it sank gradually due to the unstable Nile Delta silt. A few whispered of divine punishment. Whatever the cause, it was gone. The sands of time and sea had swallowed all. Flash forward to 1996. A man named Frank Gaudio, a French marine archaeologist with a passion for uncovering lost worlds, was scanning the waters off the coast of modern-day Aboukir Bay, just northeast of Alexandria. He wasn't looking for Thonis Heracleion. He was chasing another legend, Napoleon's sunken fleet. But then, his sonar picked up something strange. Massive stone blocks, obelisks, and statues the size of trucks, resting deep beneath the silt. It would take 5 years of painstaking excavation to confirm it, but what Frank and his team found was beyond anything they'd imagined. This wasn't just any city. This was the lost city. The real Thonis Heracleion. Submerged temples, perfectly preserved, giant statues of pharaohs and gods, inscriptions in both ancient Egyptian and Greek, evidence of a once bustling metropolis, with marketplaces, canals, and docks, large enough for entire fleets. Among the most astounding finds, a stele, or stone tablet, carved with decrees from Pharaoh Nectanebo I. It matched one found miles away, confirming this was no coincidence. This was official. Thonis Heracleion had been found. Then came the underwater treasure troves. Hundreds of coins, amulets, sarcophagi, and sacred relics preserved, as if the sea itself had been guarding them. One particularly chilling find? A fleet of over 60 ships, many of them buried deep beneath layers of silt, as if frozen mid-evacuation. What happened here? Experts pieced together a haunting picture. Thonis Heracleion sat atop a fragile foundation, a patchwork of islands held together by canals and supported by soft waterlogged clay. Combine that with rising sea levels, earthquakes, and possibly even a massive liquefaction event where solid ground suddenly behaves like liquidand. The result was catastrophic. The entire city began to sink into the sea, slowly at first, and then, perhaps during one final disaster, rapidly and irreversibly. By the time Alexander the Great arrived and founded Alexandria nearby in 331 BCE, Thonis Heraclean was already fading from memory. Some scholars believe Alexandria's rise was no coincidence, that it filled the power vacuum left by Thonis, Heraclean's watery grave. What makes this story even more compelling is how myth and reality intertwine. The Greeks believed Heraclesias, that Heraclesiad visited the city, and that Helen of Troy in Paris once sought refuge there. While these tales may be more symbolic than factual, the discovery of temples dedicated to Heracles and depictions of Trojan War figures suggest the city had profound cultural significance, both to Egyptians and to the Greeks. This wasn't just a city of trade, it was a city of legends, and for 2,000 years it had hidden just beneath the waves.